Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Kazuha. It was a very peaceful morning between the two of you, so I really didn't expect this to come at all. Until you were standing right in front of him, holding his hand, telling him there was something important that you want to tell him. And that's why he was paying very close attention until you had said, Kazuha, I, I want a baby. With you. You say shyly. Meanwhile, Kazuha's face goes red, and he spits out his coffee, going into a coughing fit. And you help him until he feels better. And you feel nervous. Maybe it really wasn't the time. And before you can apologize, he just looks at you, a little bit embarrassed. Sorry about that. But if you're serious about it, then I think I would like that too. I want this just as much as you do, Ion. Albedo. Albedo was writing some notes and looking at something when you just sat next to him, quiet, and you really thought that you were just going to sit there. Maybe you just wanted his company, and he was alright with that. Until you had opened your mouth and uttered those words. His hand stilled completely, as if he was frozen, and then he turned to look at you. His face looked entirely serious, as he just eyed you carefully. Are you serious, Ryan? Do you truly mean what you just said? I do. I mean it. All of it, Albedo. I want this. I want us to build a family. Please. You say. Just give it a thought. For me. But before you could say anything else, he shuts you up with a kiss, smiling widely. I was waiting for a sign to know whether you would like this. But yes, Ryan. I would love to. It's one of my dreams. And he's so incredibly sweet that you almost want to cry. You really weren't prepared for that kind of response, but you were glad that you got it. Venti. Venti would freeze, and he looks quite nervous. What? Repeat that again? So you want a baby? He blushes brightly. I'm not sure if I can give you that. I mean, it's a responsibility, Ryan. Not to mention I'm an Archon, and you're a human. It's a bit complicated. Besides, what would it even be born like? You know I'm just taking on a form for my appearance. And after quite a while of contemplating it, he hugs you gently. Look, I won't promise you anything, but what I can tell you is that I will think. I will try to. I just want to be sure of this. It's a big responsibility, both for me and you. Cyno. Cyno looks at you for a moment. Are you serious? You know how drastic this is. Having a child. It's a big deal, Leon. You need resources, time, and it's not as easy as people like to make it out to be. I know it isn't, but I want this. I'm not forcing anything, only if you want it to. But it's a wish. Something I've been wanting, and I hope that you want it too. That's when he wraps his arms around you, holding you by the waist, as he kisses you softly. I want a family with you as well. But let us take our time. There is no need to rush. I promise you. Tighnari. Tighnari would be over the moon. Wait, you mean it? I mean, let me just take a deep breath. This was startling, he says with a grin, before he hugs you tightly. peppering your face gently with kisses. Do you know how happy I am? I wanted to hear this for so long. I wanted this, but I just couldn't tell you. I'm so glad that you thought the same, and that you've been braver than me, and told me what you wanted. He murmurs softly to you, bringing you closer, stroking your hair as he holds you. He just couldn't wait to be a father. He thinks it will be quite exciting, and quite a refreshing experience, at least for him. He thinks it's quite nice, and it's really just what he wanted. Xiao. Xiao would jump, and he would stare at you for a few moments in confusion. Wow, you can't be serious. I am. What about it? Am I the problem? Or are you just not ready for a child right now? It's not either of those. Well, it kind of is, but it's different. I won't be able to be a good parent. I don't know how to love, or how to show it. But you already show me. It's easier for you to understand. But I can't be a father, Ryan. I'm just not made out to be one. I'm not cruel enough to do that. I'll just traumatize them. Xiao, Please. I hope you can understand that. Because that will be my final say in this. That's the last thing he says, before turning away and going to his room. He didn't want to be this harsh, but he had to be. He had to know the truth. He wasn't going to beat around the bush. Child? He's staring at you for a couple moments and you think he's going to just argue with you or disapprove, but you're surprised by him kissing you, grinning widely, and spinning you around. Do you know how happy that made me? I love you, Ayan. I want to be with you forever. Of course I want a family with you. You know how much I love children. It's a dream for me. I would love this. So if you'll bless me, I'll be more than happy to be a parent. I'll be more than happy to be the father of our child. But I have a condition. What is it then? Can I pick the name? Obviously not. But we can pick it together. He chuckles softly, kissing you and wrapping you in his arms. Honestly, this would simply be the happiest day in Child's life.